as for Cecilia Dapaah, and even the OSP was not able to establish a corruption or corruption-related offense with respect to the money.
Let's see.
Right? So, if it's about the issue of the source of the monies, Cecilia Dapaah has told us that it is
cosmetic business.
Cosmetic business.
2 businesses, and they all didn't check out.
And what are the documents? What are the documents?
Yeah, she gave the documents on that one.
Do they tally?
No.
The businesses that were she was involved in.
Yes.
And then also
the documents she gave
I'm coming,
Prof.
yes. And then the money she got from her deceased brother and so on. All of those
they didn't check out. Later,
that's why the special prosecutor went ahead to, as it were, do further investigation. Got more money. I'm coming, Prof. So that issue about she saying where the source of the money is, she has said it, right?
And it's proven to be false.
Fantastic.
By the OSP.
So now we are at the point where the OSP says, I suspect money laundering. Now, getting the answer to that question about establishing that it is indeed money laundering is where we are, isn't it?
Yes, excellent. And let's repeat this. So, Mr. Okansi, like you said, you see that in your narration, so far, there's a report. I'm back to the point about, beyond OSP, what? Right now, there's a report by OSP showing that Madame Dapaah had lied. She lied through her teeth. She said 2 cosmetic businesses, and it didn't check out. Then she said her deceased brother.
Did she say it at any point herself?
Yeah, they're cosmetic. It's a report the OSP released. Right. We read it. Indeed. One of the reports.
This was the second.
You see, so you see the point about, so tomorrow, and for posterity, she and her children, etc., it will be shown that, look, ma'am lied about the source of this money. That document is on the internet. And so those who are looking for criminal conviction.
Don't say just lying, but lying on oath. Because she was on oath.
You see that thing. So you see that, so Mr. Okansi, you see one of the things, Madame Dapaah is done for public office. And that alone in itself is huge for the rest of her life.
Even if we don't establish the source of the money?
Yeah, she's done because there is a public agency that's established that she went and lied. She said cosmetic business, the 2 didn't check out. Then she, mentioned the niece. Well, the niece one, the FBI is the niece of the husband, who is said to have brought in $200,000. Well, that one will leave it because FBI is investigating it. So the point is that so far there are records showing that she gave false information to the OSP, and that's a record against her. That's paper. It's on the net. You can access it.
It's the details in in fact, it was a second release by the OSP on this matter.
Good. So let's go further to the rest of the source. So now it's come to the criminal source. Who gave Madame Dapaah the money? You know, some of our fellow citizens have done some, data mining, if I may call it loosely. They've tracked and said the World Bank, project.
Well, but that has not been established.
I'm just saying, right now, this is a court of public opinion. The rules are different.
So we don't pass judgment on that court?
We are bringing the arguments. Who stops us? Even in a court of law, you can go and show. Our citizens have looked at the World Bank report as against the answers Madame Dapaah gave in Parliament. You know, they say, 40. Exactly. How do you say try in English? Very lightly. Her account of how the $48 million was used. A few drains here and there. They say, is that all? And that was it. So citizens are allowed to draw their own inferences. And they are saying that World Bank project is what is being squandered. That sanitation World Bank...
but that was not established.
No, it's not being said. We're just recounting the argument. So back to Professor Entry's point that the source. Like I've said, as for that, our constitution says that you can't compel the person. So that's Article 19. You can't compel the person to give you that evidence. And even before the Constitution 1992 came, that's been the law for over how many, as long, under the common law.
I have a question for you.
Self-incrimination.
You cannot compel somebody to give evidence.
That's open the mouth.
But at the court, everything is evidence.
Yes.
But the evidence is there. No, Alfred, I'm just clarifying issues. That the evidence is the money that we found. And we cannot tell.
But I think that you've made that point. That's why I
and we all support.
Question.
We are all paid by.
But you cannot use the law to threaten the citizens.
The understanding is that after, the money is there, the question now is establishing the source of the money.
Yes.
I think that's where
because
the OSP is saying, okay, I suspect money laundering.
But do you know even what is
that's his suspicion.
Mr. Okanse, let's repeat this point. But OSP saying this is money laundering, it means that OSP now knows the source. There's a crime. Because the moment you say money laundering,
it's a crime.
There must be a predicate of it. Is it narcotics? Is it theft? Is it tax evasion? What is it? But OSP by saying the case is money laundering, meaning that, okay, it's not government money that she stole directly. It may be, because if it was the government, but no, if you steal,
okay, so
there's a certain offense. Okay. That's what I'm saying. The meaning of
this is how it reads, and I'll come to you, Mr. Thompson, on this. It says the investigation shows that the case is largely in the province of suspected money laundering.
Yes.
Structuring.
And that means that then,
yes.
And the structuring, look, structuring just simply structuring. He's talking about the money that was taken to the bank account. You see the payments. So he's saying that, let's say, it appears there was a bulk figure. You know, we used to hear about $5 million. That's the total volume of transactions. But if you walk into any bank with $5 million today, it's likely the bank will give you up. So you don't go with $5 million. Today you go with what? $490,000. And you know the FIC has a threshold. The Financial Intelligence Center has a threshold. So you look at the threshold and pay below that. So you keep paying below that, below that. That's the structuring. So you split the money into several transactions so that you operate below the radar. But I'm saying that what we should be pushing now is that OSC, by saying this is money laundering, means that he's seen a new offense, except that it's not corruption.